Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me and Smokey today. It is December 14th and we're well past the halfway mark of our advent calendar. So I won't waste any more time. Let's get going. First, we'll start with the chocolate advent calendar, of course. Let's look for number 14. Oh, here it is. Popped out right at me here. We've got a chocolate bell. Let's see what flavor it is. Let's see. Looks like milk chocolate. Yeah, it's milk chocolate. Yesterday's chocolate had a caramel center, which I was very excited about. Okay, and onto the story. Smokey's just hanging around behind me here, attacking the presents. Today's story was called Eva by Deborah Willis. And Deborah Willis is the first author that I recognized in this collection. And not only do I recognize her, I know her. I just saw her a few weeks ago, actually. And I knew that she had a story in this collection because when I watched the editor in an event, he had kind of disclosed the fact that Debbie had a story in this collection. So I was really excited to finally come across it. And as I knew I would, I loved this story. So it's called Eva, and it's about a young girl named Eva who we meet when she's 5, and she suffers from a condition. I forget what it's called, but it starts with an H, and it's basically where women grow hair on their face and on the backs of their hands, kind of like a man, but the hair comes in thicker. And she is born with this condition, and the story takes place back in the day. I'm not sure it's actually specified when, but I'm gonna guess like early 1900s kind of thing, maybe even late 1800s, I'm not sure. But it was a long time ago, obviously, when this condition people knew nothing about it. So her parents sell her to a rich woman in Havana with the hope that she'll be kind of cured while she's there and she'll have a better life. Because it's clear that they don't want to give up their daughter Eva, but they feel like it's better for her if they do. And that's only like the first 2 paragraphs of the story, but as a mom, of course, that really broke my heart, that scene. So anyways, we follow Eva to Cuba, where she lives in this mansion with this woman who you can tell does care about Eva, but she has purchased her as a science experiment. So she has these scientists that come to their house every day to take all these measurements, and they treat her like an animal. You know, they strip her down and measure everything and, you know, make observations about her language skills. And as we know now, she is a normal human being. But back then, they're kind of shocked at how similar she is to every other human. You know, the fact that she ends up going through puberty, that sort of thing. And it's kind of an interesting dichotomy between how Eva is treated in this house, because you can tell that her new mother really does care about her and think that she's doing the best thing for Eva, but Eva can't leave the house because her new mother is afraid that people are gonna stare or take her away or lock her up. So she's basically trapped in this kind of beautiful mansion, and she can look out the window and see that there's all these amazing things going on in Havana, but she can't actually experience them for herself. At one point, she is taken out and she gets to smell the smells of the ocean and listen to the music, and it's this really invigorating, eye-opening experience for her, but she's quickly shut back into the mansion and left there to continue with these science experiments and that sort of thing. As she ages, she grows a second set of teeth in her mouth, and it causes her great sinus pain and headaches. So her new mother takes her to New York to have them removed. And while she's there, she meets someone else who can potentially take her to a new life. I won't say any more about that. So you can probably tell from my enthusiasm that I really loved this story. In fact, I wore my colorful headband today to to make myself look a bit better because it's so freaking early, but also the descriptions of Havana were so vivid and, you know, colorful, and the smells and the sounds, and I have visited Havana myself, and so it made me feel very tropical and excited this morning, even though there's literally there's nothing tropical about my life right now, but I like to pretend there is, so this is why I have this colorful headband. I think that's about all I want to say. I love this story, and once again, a great addition to the Advent calendar. You guys should really check out Deborah Willis. I think you'd really like her stories. They pack a real emotional punch, but they have a lot of depth to them as well. And you can tell she's done a lot of research on the lives of people like this, who suffered from these kind of differences back in the day, and it's just, she's a very evocative writer, so I'm not surprised that I loved this story, and I'm sure you guys will too. I don't think it appears anywhere else. It didn't say, yeah, it doesn't say that you can find this story anywhere else. I mean, you could Google it, but it's probably just in this Advent calendar, so you should pick one up. You can go to the website and still get it. I know you can. It'll be a while until it gets shipped to you, obviously probably January, but if you really like the idea of all the stories that I've been talking about, you should totally check it out. It's just Google Hingston and Olsen, and you'll find the Advent calendar there. So yeah, I think that's it. Smokey is tucked back into the present, so she can't say goodbye. I will say goodbye on her behalf, and we'll speak with you tomorrow on December 15th. Bye!